What's up, you? Oh, I should have. I wanted to get my sweet tea. Now I remember why I left early. I wanted to get my sweet tea. But what's up, you guys? Well, my unsweet tea. Let me rephrase that. Unsweet tea. So, I wanted to talk more about the article that I posted earlier about Biden having the National Guard drive the children to school. I don't know if you guys see it, but it's really insidious. It's a really insidious plot. No, evil genius plot. It's a really insidious plot that they have going on. And if you haven't noticed, they knew that a lot of people weren't going to take the jab. They knew that. They knew it. You got to understand the control of information flow that they have. You know, they decided to let out all the experiments that they performed, like the Tuskegee experiment, and they experimented on the soldiers, putting them in gas chambers and things of that nature. They decided to release those documents. Everything they do has a reason. It has a timed precision to it. And so they knew that people, especially people of color, wasn't going to take that jab, okay? And they also knew it was going to be, well, Trump made it a thing. Well, I can't even say Trump, but let's just say they knew that people, Caucasians and other people, let's just say the right winged, they were not going to want to take it because they're going to feel like their freedoms was being stripped. And you know they love their freedoms. But they knew that this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. I've been telling y'all this since my Facebook days when I was just doing these little videos on Facebook. I knew this was years ago too. I knew this. I already knew this. And so they've had these things in place for a while. Hold on, you guys. My bad. Give me 1 second. Can I even pause this? Oh, I can. Hold on. Okay, so they knew that they were going to have a lot of resistance, a lot of people resisting the jab. The thing is that there's been mandatory vaccinations, especially for people of color, for years. Like my whole life. You know what I'm saying? We all had to get those baby shots, and then you know that if you didn't go to school, I mean, if you went like to a public school, you had to have certain vaccines. To this day, ooh, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm playing on my phone. I didn't even know it did all this. To this day, if I wanted to put my kid, like when I put my daughter in the private school, I had to give them her vaccination records. Or you could also get exempt from the vaccination. I like that setting right there. That little, oh dang, it messed it up. Or I had to get her exempt, or I have to get you have to get your kids exempt to do it. And a lot of people that don't have money like that, they don't really know how to do that exemption rule. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, let's just say what it is. A lot of people don't read. A lot of people don't look. Oh, my daughter took my chapstick. Oh my God, those kids are diabolical. And so a lot of people are either going to go ahead and get with it, or or they're not. They're going to want to fight, argue, rebel against, and you know, all that other stuff. So what they're doing, what the government is doing right now, is they are putting. Thank you. They're putting Why did they give me a receipt? All I got was one thing, unsweet tea. I don't need a receipt. Well, tax purposes. They're trying to put. Thank you. You have a blessed day. Okay. They want to put things in. They're putting the government in place. Y'all don't understand how close we are to martial law. And you also got to understand that once we get into martial law, once we get into martial law, it's going to get bad. And people are like, oh, we will never let them put us in martial law. We're going to fight. We have fight in us. America's never going to do that. But do you see what they're doing, though? Do you see what they're doing, though? In Missouri, where that is, the government, the military is now transporting your children. Act up if you want to. Act up if you want to. You heard? And they got your kids. The government, they're starting with the kids because they know that's adults' weakness. And the kids are the future of it's the future. So these kids at the young age is getting transported by the government, by the military. They're going to be used to seeing a military presence. So when they get older, making them assimilate into martial law is going to be a lot easier as adults. If you want to get a population used to something, you do it to them as children. You that's why when people go and invade a country, they kill the men. They kill them off books. They're gone. They kill the men, and then, they rape the women and all that other stuff. But the children, they assimilate the children because they can brainwash. You can brainwash a child. As younger the child, the better, except for babies. They probably don't want to deal with babies. But you can brainwash a child to believe whatever you want to believe, especially before the age of 4. Okay? Because a lot of times by the age of 4, trauma and stuff is usually pretty good set in. Like their way of everything is pretty much locked in by that. I mean, don't say it. Look, I ain't saying it can't be done now. It could be done. I'm just saying that by the age of 4, it'll get it'll be a little more difficult. Still doable though. That was one of the reasons behind the whole MK Ultra thing, is to see exactly what you could do to an older mind, to break it, fracture it, and then put it back together the way you want it to. Now, and they found out that the best way to do that is with LSD, which is drugs. Best way to reprogram a mind is with drugs. And it takes a pretty long, well, it doesn't take that long, but to get a natural herb or a natural drug and to modify it to the way that you want it to be, with your chemical, with your modified chemical compounds, is a very delicate procedure, and it takes years to accomplish, but it's doable. And it's part of the brainwashing project. I'm just gonna let that sink in. I'm gonna let y'all figure that one out for yourself. I'm not going to do too much on that. But let's get back on the subject at hand. You guys really, really need to see, like, they're saying there is no bus drivers, so we're going to have to put the National Guard in there. I read you guys an article about, I've done so much, could have been alive, about how they're doing the same thing with FEMA inside of the hospitals. So they're setting up people at the hospitals, they're setting up people, school buses. Next is going to be the grocery stores, the food banks. All of those are going to be operated and ran by the military. They went with last year. Was it last year or 2019? It was one of those. It might have been the end of 2019, this year 2020. That when they implemented when they put the state of emergency into effect for all those states, how that gave the government control of land, air, and sea. And they're in control of the waters. They're in control of a lot of stuff around the United States. And I tell you guys all the time, United States really is not a country. United States is a business. It's like United States is the headquarters for the world domination. It's like they found America and was like, look, clear all this out, get rid of all the original people. We're going to make this the headquarters, y'all. We're going to work. Why is it hot? I thought I had the heat on the whole time. We're going to make this the headquarters, okay, to mess up the whole world. That's what we're going to do. So clear all this out. Get them dark people. Just look, we can make them work for us. We could just make the dark people work for us and just kill the men. Tell the children that they're not from here. Tell them they're from Africa or something. Tell them they're from there. There's dark people there, right? Okay, bet. That's what we're going to do. That's what they did. Now you got all, and then they named us African Americans. And most of us ain't never been to Africa. Our family ain't never been to Africa. Whew, child. So, y'all keep y'all eye out for this. I don't want to make this too long because I know people's attention spans are short. You heard me. But you know, some people like to listen to something. Me personally, I like listening to something a little longer. I could put my little earbud in and just listen. I like that. But anyway, woo, it's hot. Yo, I thought I turned it off just now. I did not. Ooh, it's hot in this car, you guys. That heat hit my nostril. Y'all ever been in the heat, and then you inhale, and the heat hits your nose in a way that you could feel it in your chest? I don't know why this car gets so hot. I gotta take my car to the car doctor. Okay, well, you guys, y'all need to keep your eye out for this. And I'm telling y'all, December 12th is a day, as well as February 2nd. I didn't even think about that. I was sitting in my house I was looking at the TV, and the TV wasn't even on. I was just looking at it. I just want to stop and take a moment and say I'm so grateful. I think we all really need every day just to think of the things that we're grateful for. Even if everything seems really bleak and crazy, you just need to take a moment out of your day every day just to make a list of all the things that you're grateful for. And when it's hard for you to say it from the bottom of your heart, read the list and just talk about all the things that you are grateful for. I'm telling you, the sun is something else, and I love it. I love you, sun. And that's another thing. The reason they're trying to cover up the sun, guys. The reason they're trying to cover up the sun. Do you know the sun activates our melanin? Did you know that? Did you know that the sun activates our melanin? They taught us that we was darker because we needed the protection from the sun, but they never taught us how the sun actually activates our melanin. So, are we really the what they say it is? Is it the greenhouse? Not the greenhouse effect. What they trying to say? Climate control. They trying to say that the earth is heating up too fast. Is it the earth heating up too fast, or is it that we were starting to get activated? Because the earth is alive. The earth is alive, okay? It's not dead. It is alive. So it knows what it's doing. All of the earthquakes, all of these things that's going on, the earth knows what it's doing because it's alive. So my thing is the earth bringing more sun in. Do you think that it's bringing more sun in to activate the people who get activated by the sun, to try to save it, to try to save the earth, so we could feel that connection to the earth that we all were supposed to have? And the truth of the matter is that everybody has melanin in their skin. It's just more predominantly in darker people. They really flopped everything. Like, they really changed everything. They changed everything. They made everything bad seem good and everything good seem bad. They're going to make the people of the earth be a part of their own demise. Like, how horrible is that? Let's take that thought into consideration. Let's say that the people of the earth, the darker people of the earth, are actually meant to save the earth when the earth gets in a really bad state, right? And let's say that the sun helps them do that. So a group of people decided to block out the sun so that couldn't happen. And then that would cause the earth to die, in a sense. But my thing is, and then they make it seem like they flip it around. They make it seem like that's not it. It is not. That's not what it is. And they have the actual people of the earth killing the earth. Like, it's not. It's just, I don't know, y'all. I be going to left field. My thinking goes in the left field. I'm so sorry. I kind of got off the topic, but y'all have a blessed day on purpose. Okay, be happy on purpose. And I will see you guys Friday, and I will upload more videos once they come. Once I get the news, I'll give it to you. All right? All right. Y'all have a blessed day.